All right, so here we go. So yeah, my name is Rakeem Madison, and if you could just mute out your line, and if you have any questions, just put the questions in the chat down below. All right. So as I said, my name is Rakeem Madison. I'm full-time military. Been in the military for the last 8 years of my life. I got started back in the online space in 2014. And, at that time, unfortunately, I didn't have, the mentors. I didn't have the right people around me. And so, I spent a lot of time, wasting a lot of time, right? I wasn't really getting the results that I want, right? Until I really started to get around the right people, which was in 2016. And around 2016, I started to get around the right people. I had proper mentorship and I started to actually take action, because what I find is that, a lot of times, people can take information, but when they get the information, sometimes they don't move on it, right? And that's what I was doing between 2014 and 2015. And so, I really didn't, start to get the results that I truly wanted until, we passed 2016 until now, to where I get more consistent results in my business. So, I say all that to say this: you're here on this call for a reason, right? You're here because you've been looking for something, and we're going to be sharing some powerful information for you here tonight. And this call is for you. So without further ado, I want to go ahead and bring on my business partner. This guy is killing it. Done multiple six figures. He's going to be sharing some powerful information with you here tonight. So you guys definitely want to pay close attention to what we're going to be sharing with you. All right. So we're going to bring on the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Nick Anderson.
What's up, guys? How you guys doing tonight? Appreciate that introduction, Rakeem. Absolutely crushing it, my man. I love seeing your videos pop up all the time, dude. And the fact that you're taking action with the products is incredible as well, too. A lot of people that come on these calls, guys, they're here for a few different reasons. And whatever those reasons are, you got to find one. All you need is one reason, right? One reason is all it takes. So what's going on, Carl? What's going on, Troy, Brad, Janaza, Monica, Crypto Warrior? Hey, who else we got on the call? Greg. Okay, we got a lot of people hopping in here. Brad, French. Okay, cool, guys. So it's a Saturday. You could be anywhere right now. You could be doing anything. You could be watching TV, watching sports, but you made a decision. You made a commitment, and decision, right, is to cut off from other things. When I was 19 years old, I made a decision because I was unhappy with what I was doing, man. I just broke up with my girlfriend. I quit my job, working full time at a hospital, scrubbing dishes for minimum wage, and late teens, just getting ready to become, in my 20s. I'm like, what am I going to do with my life? I felt like I was having a midlife crisis at 19 years old. And I was always an entrepreneur from a young age. And I was always doing, the side hustle stuff, buying wholesale from China and then selling on Amazon, on eBay, making, $1,000-$2,000 a week here and there. So doing pretty decent doing that stuff, and then working my full-time job scrubbing dishes, but not making much doing that. And I always wanted to do something big. And when I heard about a model called network marketing, I didn't understand what it was at first. But once I started to learn about it, I really dug in and I did some research about it. I started to realize how powerful that model was, because as we go over tonight's call and we explain some things with you guys and explain some major paradigm shifts on what's happened over the past decade, over the past 10 years, it's been absolutely insane. It's absolutely insane the type of people that you meet. It's absolutely insane the type of skill set that you can learn, the type of income that you can make, of course, but more so than anything, what you can do with the lifestyle because of that income. Being able to travel the world. Myself personally, I was the chief marketing officer of a software company. My business partner, who you're going to hear from in a little bit, he was the chief visionary officer. And we decided to step down from those roles to go all in with this company that we're going to be breaking down for you guys tonight. And whoever invited you onto this video, shared this with you. Of course, they like you, they trust you, they respect you enough to work with you to show you something that could potentially do something big for you if you work it, if you apply it. Now, I will tell you this much. Okay, it's not easy. What we're doing is not the easiest thing in the world. It's not like a lottery ticket that you're going to scratch off and get rich overnight. If you're looking for something like that, then you might as well go to the gas station and keep trying your luck there, man, because this is something that takes work. But I will tell you this much, it's worth it, because the whole network marketing industry, you know, the affiliate marketing industry, you got like drop shipping, you got real estate, you got stocks, you have cryptocurrencies, you have so many different industries out there. But network marketing, in my opinion, my humble opinion, it's by far the best industry for the average everyday underdog to create true wealth for themselves and their families without having to be particularly talented, without having a college degree. Like, I don't have a college degree, guys. I'm not going to claim that I graduated with a master's or a doctorate or anything like that. But there are a lot of people partnering with the business, with our team, that do have their degrees, that are working a full-time job, that make, you know, 6 figures, 200, 300 grand a year, but are doing this on the side. So the big message for tonight's call is work full-time at your job and part-time on your fortune. And one of my mentors in the early stages of, you know, figuring out this whole online social media world, Jim Rohn, he said, profits are better than wages. Wages will make you a living, which is fine, but profits will make you a fortune, which is super fine. And you can live both fine and you can live super fine. By the end of tonight's call, you're going to have the ways, the mechanisms, and the know-how on how to live super fine, but it will take time. Now, understanding that the time is going to pass anyway, so you might as well get started today. We got an email. We get emails nonstop from, you know, some of the largest companies in the world in the cryptocurrency space asking us to partner with them. And a lot of them we turn down because we're all in with this, and they want us to do promotional videos and pay us a good amount of money for that. But we turn them down because we are so dedicated to the team. We're so dedicated to you guys. We're so dedicated to building this, that this is all we're talking about right now. This is all that we're doing. You know, we put aside all the distractions, all the other things that we had going on to just full-fledged run with this, because there's a book called One Thing. It's around here somewhere. Got like a pile of them. It's called The One Thing, but it talks about focus. Where attention goes, energy flows, right? So if you're focused on multiple streams of income because somebody told you that the average millionaire has 7 streams of income, well, that's just not true in the starting stages of your business. The average millionaire found their stream of income in one first, created $1 million in one, then diversified from there on out. So if you have not made over 6 figures, let alone 7 figures online yet, then you got to focus on one. So what I want to do is I want to share my screen with you. And I'm just going to break down exactly what it is that we're doing, guys, and why it's working so well. Because within the first 30 days, of pre-launch, we had 53,000 people all across the globe partner with the company. And what we decide to do for our team specifically that are working with us and you know, partnering with whoever invited you on the call tonight that's a part of our team, we decided to put together some awesome bonuses for you guys to really help you duplicate a lot quicker, to give you the skill set, not just from a trading perspective, because some people come on board because they just want to make money trading in the markets, trading foreign exchange, you know, learning about cryptocurrencies and making their money work for them. Because like Warren Buffett says, if you don't figure out a way to make money while you sleep, you will work for money till the day that you die. And so when you figure out how to make money work for you trading, and then you could turn your money into more money, even if you're starting with as little as $100, then you could compound your wealth. The other type of person are the people that like to build. So what we wanted to do is help you guys build a brand on YouTube. You know, right now we're growing, you know, about 100 to 500 subscribers a day. Over the past, you know, 30 days, we've averaged over 400 subscribers and over 30,000 views on our channel. And so what we put together for you guys is a simple process that we're going to be giving you, okay, by the end of tonight's call, where you're going to get access to our $697 YouTube course for free, okay, for free, when you decide to partner with the company that I'm going to break down with you guys. So what I want to do, I'm just going to pull up the slides really quick for you guys so you have an understanding of exactly what the company is all about. And then we're going to get into our team duplication process and how to build towards the end of the call. But I want to cover like the customer section first, because I think it is very important for a business model that sticks around long-term to be customer heavy, because the more customers that you have, the more retention that you have in your business. So the business is called Epic Trading, and Epic stands for exceptional people, incredible compensation. And being first on board with something, guys, is key. In business, you know, of course, it's about the products. Of course, it's about the compensation. Of course, it's about the core leadership. Of course, it's about timing, and it's about placement, right? So timing is everything. And we are 17 days into launch. Pre-launch happened in September. The official launch started October 1st. So some people email us and they're like, you know, I feel like I'm late. Guys, you are not late. The first 5 years is early. The first 5 years is very, very early, and we're 17 days in. And I will tell you this much. This is not just some fly-by-night startup that was just thrown against the wall. This was strategically planned, okay, by the CEO, David McCovey, and we had a conversation with him about a month ago, guys. And since then, we've just been grinding. You know, every now and again, we'll talk with each other and game plan some stuff. We're going to be in Mexico at the end of October, beginning of November, with him and the rest of the leaders. And those of you on this call that, you know, are Ambassador 10 or above, and just having a lot of fun. But when we were talking with him, he was telling us, he's like, guys, I'm out here in Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm working on building my new multi-million-dollar home, and the strip and everything out here is just closed. It's legitimately just closed. It's nobody's coming, nobody's flying in. So the travel industry is kind of hurting right now, you know, until they open things back up. And he's done over $200 million in the travel industry over the past 5 years. $200 million. You know, a lot of people online talking about making $1 million, doing $10 million, doing like 20 million, 30, 40, 50, 100 million, but it takes a different beast, a different animal to go to 100 million, 200 million, and anything beyond there. So when it comes to leadership, guys, you know, this guy knows what he's doing. He's assembling the right Avengers, right? The Avengers are all coming together, and inside the field, we have all the right people. Now, why Forex though? Why Forex? Foreign exchange is what Forex stands for, guys. It's the act of buying and selling currencies. Okay, it's used daily by the big banks, the central banks, institutional investors, and then the underdogs like us, you know, all of us on the call tonight that weren't born into the royal bloodlines, or, you know, weren't a part of those secret societies, or didn't have access to all that information. The skill set that we develop, it's portable, and you can leverage it for the rest of your life with your smartphone. And we always say this to people just because it's catchy, it kind of like rings in your ear. If you have a smartphone and you're not leveraging it to make money, call it a dumb phone. Right? You remember those old flip phones and the, you know, dumb phones that like you couldn't do anything on? Now these phones have better camera technology in them than $20,000, $30,000 cameras back in the 1960s and 1970s that shot blockbuster film. So there's enough technology in this, guys, to become wealthy. And if you have residual bills on a daily basis coming through, then let's create some residual income together, okay? To cover your residual bills and then some, and then some. So this skill set will help you create residual income for yourself from a trading perspective and from a building perspective, because Forex is the largest financial market in the world. It's $6 trillion per day, operating 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. Now, to put this in perspective for you, okay, I used to sell a lot of physical products. You know, I sold health and nutrition products. I sold like hats. I sold headphones. I sold jerseys. I sold sunglasses. I just sold a lot of different stuff offline, even like Pokemon cards, guys. I sold a bunch of stuff, and I started to realize like how inefficient it was for me to be able to sell physical products because of the manufacturing costs, the production costs, the labeling costs, the shipping costs, and the cost of returns and refunds, and the time that it takes to get from the manufacturer to the middleman to the customer, or to go from the manufacturer straight to the customer, the wholesaler, right? So I realized, I was like, okay, well, what are the impediments that could happen long term? Well, if there's global economy shutdowns in terms of like shippers, and they stop plane flights for international shipments, if they stop truckers from you know, state by state shipments, then what would happen to the whole industry? I was like, well, it'd slow everything down. And I was like, okay, well, what could be accessed instantly and doesn't have any production costs, labeling costs, shipping costs? I'm like, well, information is key. That's why like college is so big. But since everything is going from brick and mortar over to click and order, I'm like, what type of information would people want? Well, I knew because I did a poll, and Kyle and I, we have a YouTube channel where we asked our audience, and we asked them, we're like, listen, guys, if we could show you a way to be able to make money trading foreign exchange, that way you had passive income coming in to invest in your favorite cryptocurrency projects, altcoins, real estate, you know, gold, silver, etc., different assets, would you be willing to learn? And I believe it was over 80% said yes. The remaining percentage said no. So I know for a fact, because I've also asked on my Instagram account, and we have like 4 different Instagram accounts over like 200,000 people, guys, and we asked them on all the accounts, and we're like, if we could show you a way, would you rather? No, it was would you rather. Again, would you rather? Would you rather learn how to make money without having to sell people anything, or learn how to sell anything to anyone? And the majority of people said they would rather learn how to develop a skill set that doesn't require them to sell something. So the only skill set that I could really think of was drop shipping or Forex trading, right? Those are the only 2 that I could think of. Like real estate, you know, you still got to find the buyer and the seller. You got to have the capital. So real estate's different. It's like a different beast because you need capital to flip homes, right? You need like 20, 30, 40, 50 grand, or you need good credit to take out a loan. So I knew most people didn't have that. So what I realized was like, okay, well, foreign exchange, you could start with as little as $100. Like that's powerful. Flipping on Amazon, I was like, okay, well, drop shipping's a different beast. And with Jeff Bezos, I know that he's cutting recently. For those of you guys that pay attention to like what's happening in this space, like we got eyes everywhere. We got people in every industry. We got a lot of friends across this industry that tell us stuff, and we read a lot of articles on a daily basis. And Amazon cut commissions for the Amazon sellers. You know, a lot of the categories that people used to get paid like 7 to 10%, now they're getting paid like 1 to 3%. So you could have built up a store that generates you like $50,000 per month in sales. That's not profit though. You'd be making, you know, like let's say 15, 20% on a good end, on a good month in profit from that. But then that could be cut in half because of the recent budget cuts, because Amazon is cutting off their affiliates. Whereas I knew that network marketing business models need the affiliates. They need the marketers, because word of mouth marketing is the most effective form of marketing, right? Because they're not paying for the TV commercials. They're not paying for the billboard ads. They're not paying for the yellow paper ads, because that stuff's old school. So they would rather pay the distributors and the representatives to build a network and to share it. Now I knew that, okay, if you could combine network marketing and foreign exchange, and you could do both, then we could attract the people that don't need to sell stuff or don't want to sell stuff, and they could just be a customer and make money trading foreign exchange. And then they can take that income and invest into other assets. And then for the people that are the builders, I'm talking to the leaders. Like for those of you guys that are leaders, like you built teams in the past of 100,000, 5,000, 10,000 plus people. When you see the compensation plan, when Kyle breaks this down for you, it beats everything. There was a reason why we were retired from the industry from 2017, guys. 2017, we were I believe we were number 3 out of over 40,000 people on income in terms of income earners as a part of an affiliate marketing company. And I stopped network marketing for a reason, because there was nothing. And Kyle stopped network marketing for a reason, because there was nothing in the industry that excited us anymore, guys. We'd see it, and it was like so confusing. We're like, okay, we'll have to sell some like Miracle Juice powder, some protein powder, or, you know, some like travel club when the travel is being closed down or something like that, or have to help people fix their credit. And the price point's like $500, $1,000 to get started on a builder pack, then $150, $200 a month. I was just like, and then the compensation plan, we have 7 different ways to get paid. I'm like, I don't even understand how the first one works with these residual bonus matching override unilevel checks. I'm like, what the heck are you talking about? And like, if I can't understand it, and I've been in this industry for a little while, guys. I've been doing this for years, like full time since I was 19 years old in 2012. If I can't understand it, I know that someone that's brand new is not going to have a freaking clue what's going on with these comp plans half the time. So I know it's simple to explain. It's simple to understand, and it takes simplicity to duplicate things. So who are we and who is Epic? Well, Epic is a global company that provides people from all walks of life. Doesn't matter whether you're 18 or 188 years old, guys. If you're living 188, I mean, teach us your secrets for health. We'll teach you our secrets for wealth, and we'll mesh the best of both worlds. But to learn Forex, that generates you the income to then pursue your financial dreams and goals to do whatever you want to do, because foreign exchange is not the end all be all, right? It's a skill set that you can take for life to fund your other investments. And the executive team here, having more than 100 years of experience in different industries, like the affiliate marketing industry, the network marketing industry, traditional business, trading, you know, building, everything, guys, it's powerful to be able to compress time frames. Like the example that I've given on previous calls is like, for example, this book, Secrets of the Millionaire Mind by T. Harv Eker. Like this guy, I don't know how old he is, but he's spent the majority of his life mastering the mindset of money, and he's condensed down some of his best ideas into this book that is, you know, let's say, okay, how many pages is this? Okay, it's about 185 pages, and he had an editor go through and filter out the bad ideas, the bad spelling, you know, and just keep the good ideas. And the fact that people won't pay $12 to read something like that is preposterous, guys. It's preposterous. So the fact that most people aren't willing to show up for something where you have 100 years of collective experience for people to compress your time frames is ridiculous. So that's what we're here to do, help you compress time frames. So you could do what takes normal people decades, 2 decades, 3 decades, sometimes 50 years to do in 12 months, guys. So it's pretty powerful when you could be able to earn an income in a month that the average American makes per year. We have the industry leading Forex traders and trainers, 6-figure, 7-figure, yes, even 8-figure traders that will train you inside the back office, and the company is 100% debt free. So the services, okay, let's go through the services really fast, and let's get into how to get paid. Okay, how to get paid, because there's 3 things that you're going to need to be able to make the services work. Okay, 3 things that you're going to need. So what I want to do is I want to show you our team site. It's called rankupteam.com. Rankupteam.com. When you go to this, there's going to be a few different steps to follow. So you have to get started with whoever invited you on tonight. It's going to be $99, guys. That's it. There's no like $500 upfront builder pack cost, then, you know, $150 or $100 a month. It's just $99 to get started, and then $99 30 days after. Now we do have a program called 3 and it's free. where you bring 3 customers, your 99 is free the next month. And as long as they stay active, every month thereafter is free. So who are 3 people that you know that would want to run with you? We always say run with your runners. Like our brand's Run Guys. It's short for, on the hat, Rank Up Now. So we help you rank up now in your life, business, relationship, starting with your business. Because when you get your business in check and money in check, you know, everything else starts to fall in line. Because as human beings, we're the only species that has to pay money to live on this planet, right? So let's help you get your money right. Let's help you get your bank account right. Let's help you get your cash flow. Like Les Brown says, if you're going through some money problems, like you just have a temporary cash flow problem. You're not poor, you're not broke. You might just have a temporary cash flow problem that's fixing itself right now. When you tell yourself that, your whole life starts to shift. So step number 1 to get free is you want to share this duplicatable page right here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what it looks like. It's super, super simple. Okay, this video converts very, very well. In order to get access to it, like I said, guys, 99 bucks one time. You don't have 99 bucks. You need this more than anybody. You need this more than anybody. If $99 is something to sneeze at, if it's something to even blink at or twitch at and like, yeah, can't afford that, really check yourself there. Check yourself and look at that. Man, I'll tell you what, like in 2017, we threw 20 grand into cryptocurrency like it was nothing. Lost it like it was nothing. Laughed at it. It's like, that's hilarious. When it went up, like went to the, 120, 130 grand, like 45 days. And then stupid, didn't take anything out. That's how dumb we were. That's how dumb we were. And then when it all crashed down after that 2018, up until today, I'm smiling ear to ear. I'm like, oh my gosh, man, that was the best learning lesson ever. So 99 bucks, I'm just like, oh God, Jesus, man. Show me a business, show me an offline business that costs that much. Man, if like McDonald's franchise or a healthy franchise, they didn't have many, whereas 99 bucks to start up, and you didn't have to worry about customer support. You didn't have to worry about the merchants. You didn't have to worry about hiring the employees to handle it. You didn't have to worry about the events. You didn't have to worry about the back end stuff, the infrastructure. And all you had to do was get started and apply the training, and it was all set up for you. And you didn't have to deal with payroll and all that headache. That's a headache, guys. If you ever owned a business before, how many of you guys can relate? Like, you've owned a business and dealing with payroll to pay your employees and managing all the employees and making sure that, like, when someone acts up, if they get fired, you have to hire a new person. That is the biggest headache in the world. So for 99 bucks, getting access to everything I'm going to break down for you guys is powerful. Now, this video right here is going to explain everything. And when you get started, this is custom coded to you. So when someone clicks join now and they join your team, okay, and they get started with you from a building perspective, then you get credit for the customer. Okay, you get credit for the customer. So that's step number 1. You're going to be able to get access to that. And to be able to place people in your structure, super simple, guys. This video will explain all of it. Okay, there's 3 teams that you're building. Kyle's going to explain more about that. But I do want to get into the products, okay? So the first thing that you need, so like I said, there's 3 things that you need. Number 1 is MetaTrader 4 on your phone. Now, MetaTrader 4, like this, okay? It's the number 1 app on your phone to be able to trade foreign exchange. And you can even trade Litecoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin, gold. You can trade all these countries' pairs, and they're probably going to be adding more cryptocurrencies once cryptocurrency becomes more mainstream. So to be able to learn how to trade, you need MetaTrader 4. That's 1. It's a free app on your phone. Okay, number 2 is you need a broker. Now that's step number 2 on the site. This is a number 1 recommendation on how to get it set up. The broker is essentially where the money is being put into. It's like a bank account for trading. MetaTrader 4 doesn't handle any of your money, doesn't store any money on MetaTrader 4. This is to initiate the trades. Okay, this is the app that initiates the trades. The broker is that holds the money of however much you want to trade. So when you link the broker following step number 2 with your bank, you can put in $100. Hey, you could even start with a demo account. That's what we personally recommend. And the reason why, so like you'll see, right here, we got a live account, and then we got a few demo accounts. And the demo accounts are to get your training wheels ready, right? So when you fall and you skid up your arm on a bike, you don't do that as much with training wheels, unless you're really crazy, you know what I'm saying? But you gotta learn how to plug in the trades with the services that I'm gonna break down with you guys right here in a little bit, okay? Step number 3 for the builders is all the presentation material. So this slideshow right here that I'm going through right now is when you click presentation material, it'll open up to that. You can get access to it. The team launch calls, the VIP Facebook group, the team Telegram chat, okay? And then step number 4, you're gonna get our $697 YouTube course for free when you get started tonight. You're just going to get back to the person who shared this with you. So if we invited you on, you'll just send us an email. You'll get access to that. Whoever invited you on, if Rakeem invited you on, like if Carl invited you on, if Crypto Elites invited you on, whoever it did, guys, join their team. You're also joining our team because, we're one family here. So here's the services. I want to break them down and the power behind each of them. Live sessions. So inside of the back office, we're just going to go to epictrading.com. and wait for it to load. So give it a second for it to load. We'll run through all of it with you guys. Sometimes like the internet gets a little goofy because everyone's at home right now. And since this whole like pandemic and quarantine stuff, that's why they're coming out with 5G. Now I'm not going to get into a tangent about 5G, man. That's trippy. Like what that's going to be doing over the next 20 years to people's DNA and all that stuff. So for the cost of fast internet, you could damage your RNA and DNA. For the live sessions, okay, let's see if this loads up. If it does, awesome. If not, no big deal. We'll just keep rolling with the punches. So live sessions, guys, is essentially where a 6, 7, or 8 figure trader are going to be hopping on with you at 2 a.m., I believe it's 7 a.m. and 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the days that the markets are open. And when the markets are open, they're going through and they're marking up charts with you. They're giving you like trade patterns. They're kind of showing you how the markets are moving from a technical and a fundamental analysis for 1 to 2 hours. 1 to 2 hours. So when you're going to like school and you're going to college, you know, you go to like a lecture hall for like 2 hours and you're learning from someone that is teaching out of a textbook. These traders are teaching off of what they're actually doing, not what worked 10, 15, 20, 30 years ago. Because I can't remember who said this. What was that guy's name? He's all over the place with like Tony Robbins and stuff. But he was saying that like by the time the ink dries on your diploma, the information that you already paid for is already too late. It's already too old. No, by the time the ink dries on the textbook, it's already outdated too. So because these textbooks in school, you know, they're printed, they're manufactured, they're shipped to all the schools, and a lot of them have been sitting on the shelves in the library for so long. And especially if they're marketing books, guys, then they've been around for so long that the marketing game's always changing. The trading game's always changing. That's why it's live trading sessions. So daily signals via the Epic News Network is going to be through the Telegram chat with the Epic Forex signals as well too. And inside the Telegram group, I believe there's 11,000 people in the group right now. Let me go ahead and pull it up really quick. Yeah, we have 11,368 people in the group. And then we have trade signals that pop in here when the markets are open. Okay, every day there's multiple trade signals coming through. And all you have to do is look at the pair. So this pair is like GBP USD, right? GBP USD. So then what you would do, here, I'm going to stop sharing my screen so you guys can get a better look at this. Give me a second and pop back to Zoom. Okay. All right, cool. So when you see this right here, you see how it's right there. It's hard for me to read backwards. Okay, it is a GBP USD sell. So it's a sell order, right? So the entry point right here is the price that you want to enter in at. The time frame is hour 1 chart. So every hour, okay? The time frame, there we go. The stop loss, the take profit 1, take profit 2, take profit 3. Now, if you're new, suggest doing the take profit 1s. Okay, take profit 2 and take profit 3 is a little bit more for advanced traders as you go through the university and the education. But all you guys got to do, just copy paste, and potentially profit. We're not going to guarantee that you're going to profit because, hey, you will lose some trades. So setting proper expectation here, every trade is not going to be a winner, guys. Every trade is not going to be a winner. But if you were to trade by yourself and you're brand new, the majority are going to be losers. I will tell you that much. And the reason why is because when I started trading a few years ago, I was like, okay, well, seems pretty simple, right? Buy low, sell high. Buy low, sell high, right? That's all I thought. I was like, well, the market looks low right now. So I just like, do a lot size of like 0.5, not even knowing what that meant. And then like, I just lost $200. Well, then the addiction gets in. Then I start emotionally trading, right? And then I'm like, I'm going to double it now. And I double down. I'm like, shoot, I lost $400. Like, okay. Then another one in the back. Okay, well, I won 600 on that one. So then I was even more addicted. It was just stupid, man. So I'm sharing some mistakes with you guys here because you know that like, if I could be transparent with that, then you know like what not to do. Because I believe you can learn just as much, if not more, from someone's mistakes than you can from their successes. Like I blew $7,000 and it was like 2 weeks trading for the first time. This was like beginning of 2018, guys. So I'm not claiming to be the expert trader here. I know how to build stuff and build brands. But when it comes to trading, I wanted to learn the skill set. So all I'm doing is I'm copying and pasting. I'm just learning. I'm taking everything in bite-sized chunks. And I'm not taking trades on my own yet. So when you're brand new, don't take trades on your own, guys, until you get the grasp of it. And if you're going to take trades on your own, do it with a demo account, okay? So number 1, you need MetaTrader 4 to be able to copy and paste these. So you'll be able to do this. And then you go into your MetaTrader 4 app. Now it is Saturday, so the markets are closed right now. But you will see a trade button right here. When you click trade, I can't do it with you guys right now, but it'll give you the options to put in all of that information. It's pretty self-explanatory. It just tells you exactly what it is, and you just put in those numbers, and then you click sell or you click buy, depending on what the order is. And then, boom, it's initiated. So practice first with demo count, get the hang of it, and you'll start to see the snowball effect take place once you start doing real trades, guys. So number two is the broker account. And number three is you need the services here, okay? You need the services so you can be able to learn from the experts. So I'm gonna go back to my screen and I'm gonna keep rocking with this through you guys. So Epic University, let's see if the back office is loading. Okay, it's taking a little while. I think that just might be my internet. Normally it loads up for those of you guys. Okay, cool. Yeah, we're uploading some YouTube content, so that slows down some stuff. And then we're streaming as well too. But yeah, guys, so when you go into your back office, you know, a little mystery here. You can be able to check it out for yourself. For those of you that have already been through Epic University, it's incredible. Coach Max, the director of Forex trading and training inside of the back office, she does a great job of you know, educating you along with Ryan and the other amazing traders that we have in the community. Epic Study Hall, Epic Trade House trading community, much more to come. It's going to be very, very powerful, guys. So to get started with the services, to be able to learn and earn, it's $99 one time and then $99 thereafter. So get back to the person who shared this with you. Get started today. When you bring 3 scholars, yours is free. So how long will that take you? You know, I remember when I was getting started, my first month in a business, 2012, in the network marketing industry, it took me 24 hours to bring one, but I had to pay for them because I didn't know what to say. So Kyle's going to be breaking down some stuff on what to say with you guys and the power of the compensation plan. But if you do it in 24 hours, amateurs do what? They start a business, right? What do professionals do? They launch their business. So we want to help you launch your business. So within the first 24 hours of getting started, invite as many people on these calls as possible, guys. Share that video with as many people as possible. Step number 1 on rankupteam.com. Guys, inside of the back office, I mean, I wish it would load right now. When we got started, we hit the ground running. I wasn't going to go slow. I'm like, dude, if I'm going to make 6 figures minimum with this business, just starting out, like that's the first step. That's the first step. First step, 6 figures. Second step is $1 million. Okay, $1 million a year. Third step is $1 million a month. Right. So in order to hit 6 figures, I knew that there were 2 ways to do it. Okay, 2 ways to do it before I pass this call off, and Kyle's going to help you with these ways. Way number one is to bring or to become the man or woman that can bring in the numbers. Okay. Or way number 2 is to bring in the man or woman that can bring in the numbers. And I was like, well, if I become the man that can bring in the numbers and I know how to share with a lot of people, well, I'm going to personally enroll my way to a 6-figure income. I'm going to personally enroll my way to that. And I'm going to do anything that it takes to get there because I've decided I've cut off from everything else. There's no retreat. I'm not going back on the boat. I'm not throwing in the towel. I'm not just going to dip my tip in and test the waters. Like, let me ask you this real quick. Did you come into this world from your dad just dipping his tip, or did he go all in? Went all in, right? So you got to go all in with your dreams, because if you don't, you're doing a disservice to your mom and dad. Got to go all in, man. You know, we brought over 600 people personally, and our team is winning. Our team's moving quick, guys. You know, a lot of people are just customers. They're coming in here to learn. This is a builder's call. So very few people want to build right now. But the people that are on this call that want to build, we're going to move quick. We want to help you guys move even faster than us, because you can run with us, you can run from us, but we'd love to see you outrun us and produce even bigger results than us. So to break this down really quick for you in terms of price comparison, you have your monthly income and you have your monthly expenses. The reason why most people stay broke, they stay poor or the middle class or lower, is because they have too much month at the end of the money because their monthly expenses meet or exceed their monthly income. So they're going further and further into the hole. So you might have like $1,200 in housing, rent, mortgage, insurance, transportation, gifts, charity, saving, food, clothing, debt repayments, entertainment, travel, retirement savings, personal care, miscellaneous. You know, your car breaks down, you got to put $1,000 into your car. You know, your transmission goes out. You're like, oh gosh, I need a new car, or I need to fix that. How much is that going to cost me? You're like sitting there scratching your head, crunching numbers. You're like, man, my monthly expenses, you know, is like $4 grand a month, and your monthly income's $4 grand a month. Maybe like you make a little bit more than that right now. What do? Well, the cash flow quadrant with Robert Kiyosaki, you got to move to the right side of the quadrant, guys. Like I said at the beginning, profits are better than wages, right? Work full-time at your job, because that helps you cover your monthly expenses with your wages because you have monthly income there. But if you're not working something on the side to generate passive income, to grow profits, then to get out of that job is going to take you a lot longer than expected. And Kyle will tell a story of like how much debt he was in and how he got out of it in less than a year, when his grandma was telling him it was going to take like 20, 30, 40 years. 20, 30, 40 years to get out of debt. So how many people do you know that are still in student loan debt after being out of college for 5, 10, 15 years? Guys, I have friends that are $20,000, $30,000 right now. Some of them a little bit more than that in student loan debt. Like, and that's just the low end for some people. Some people out there, it is crippling them right now. So for 99 bucks, like I said, if it's something to blink at, sacrifices. Okay, what are you sacrificing right now? Like, a lot of people will sacrifice their profits for video games. They'll sacrifice their profits for beer. They'll sacrifice their profits for some Yeezys. They'll sacrifice their profits for, you know, food. They'll sacrifice it for personal care, for like some stuff like that. So what I did in the beginning, I didn't have the money, but I didn't have excuses either. What I had was ingenuity. What I had was resourcefulness. So I was like, okay, what can I sell? What can I sell? I was like, well, I got skis in the corner of the room that I'm not going to be skiing for another 5 months. If I sell those, I can make enough to buy a better pair of skis. Okay, I sold the skis. I bought those skis for 600 bucks. I sold them for 300. Oh, whatever. I took a 50% loss. I don't care. I don't give a crap. Whatever. Doesn't matter to me. Doesn't matter because this matters. This matters. I sold my car. Now, some people, I might not recommend that because you might need to get someplace, but I was like, if I sell my car, I'm going to have nowhere to go. And if I have nowhere to go, I have everything to work on this business. I have all the time in the world to do this. So I sold my car. I sold my clothes. I took them to Plato's Closet. I sold my video games. I had dozens of different Xbox games, guys. And those games, you know, they were from 30 to 60 bucks brand new. I sold all of them. Sold the Xbox, threw it up on eBay. So I had, and you know, I had a few $100 in my account, not enough to get started, but then I sold all that. Then I had, you know, about $1,000 to $2,000 in my account when I was 19 years old. And I bought my brother in. Now, I don't recommend purchasing people into the business because people value what they pay for. And if they pay a little bit more, they value it a little bit more. So at the price point of 99 bucks, imagine as if you invested $999,000, $1 million, guys. Imagine as if you invested $1 million in this business to be the best investor that you can be, to be the best business owner that you can be. Now, disclaimer with everything, we're not going to guarantee that this is going to work for you. Okay. If anything, 99% of people fail. 99% fail. And I am proud to say that. You want to know why? Because it feels good to be part of the 1%. So when you hear the statistics of like, don't most people fail at that? Yeah. So be a winner. Don't most people not make it to the NBA? Don't most marriages fail? Don't most marriages end in divorce? Doesn't everybody die at the end of life? We can't escape death and taxes, right? So you might as well do something, go all out with it, man. Like Will Smith, I love listening to the guy. The guy's an absolute genius. It's like, if we get on a treadmill, you're either getting off first or I'm dying on that treadmill. You got some amazing skills. Like, I'm not losing. Like, we have a contest, okay, a 30-day contest, and you're better than me, I will beat you because I'm going to make up in numbers what I lack in skill. Like, if you can get 9 out of 10 people to say yes to you, okay, and you talk to 10 and get 9, well, I'm going to talk to 100 and get 10 because I can only get 1 out of 10. I beat you. And I do that for 2 sincere reasons. Reason number 1 is because I sincerely wish to win. Reason number 2 is I wish for you to lose. And the reason, and that's noble on my part. You want to know why that's noble on my part? Because you learn more by losing than you do by winning. And so I wish to give you that experience. See, you guys got to have the attitude that you're going to win no matter what. You're going to make this happen. Now, this compensation plan, I'm going to let Kyle cover this, guys, because this blows everything in the industry. We see now the water. And the reason why is because it is so stupid simple that a 5-year-old could understand it. They're like, okay, well, total team members, and that's how much I'm making monthly. That's how much I'm making weekly through team duplication through the network. Cool. Simple. That's it. That's it. One way to get paid. It's the best way to get paid. That's why this compensation plan works. So that being said, guys, grab your notebook, grab your pen. Kyle's going to break down some ways to share this the right way and how to duplicate quickly so your team can be able to grow all across the globe and you can become the #1 recruiter in the company. Pass this up. We'd love to see it. Appreciate you guys for hopping on tonight.
Boom, boom. Nick is fired up. You can tell. Some people are already a part of the team. They're like, dude, why is Nick so fired up tonight? Yeah, he's that fired up because he really wants you to win. Like, that man brought me back to life, whether you know it or not. He's one of my best friends, and also, you know, I'm very grateful to be a running partner with him. But he has so much wisdom beyond his years, and there's a reason for it. I don't think he's gotten his shine the way that he deserves to get his shine. You know how many millionaires that guy's brought? Only you guys know the people that we talk to. I'm not going to say myself. I'm just saying that we have the ability through just video to change people's lives monetarily with money. And my friends across this video, I grew up in I grew up in Lake Elmo, Stillwater, Minnesota. And I'm just so ready to make this thing work for you. I'm not like, I know we're hitting the top rank of the company with or without anybody, and that sounds way messed up because you're like, wait, what do you mean? It's because this isn't a me thing. This is a we thing. There are so many people in the world that want your spot. Is everyone kind of getting this? They want your spot. So the fact some of you are on this team and you know the whole comp plan and how it's all built and you have people on your team, do you know that there's somebody that wish right now to have one person on their team to build this comp plan? And it's just mind-boggling. Like, you're taking a lot of this stuff for granted. Because I'll tell you one thing: when I was living in my grandmother's basement, when I had $40,000 in debt, when I had 13 cents in my bank account, when I was broke, busted, and disgusted, all I had was like faith, which is finding answers in the heart. The only way you're gonna have success in your life is that you just break through your fear. False evidence appearing real. Faith is what you must have in order to get to the top rank of any company. I'm just gonna tell you that before we get into the comp plan. I'll show the comp plan to you. And where you're dealing with right now is called fear. All right? Fear is faith in reverse. Does this make sense now? Faith is fear. Fear. If you have fear, you're basically faith in reverse. You put the damn car in reverse. You're thinking about what I could have been like, what life should have been like, what I should have got married. I should have done this all. I could have went over there. I could have made this much money from Pokemon cards. You only knew I had a first edition Pokemon cards worth 250 grand right now. Didn't even know I gave it away for 120 bucks. I could have put the fear, not moving forward, and having faith that, you know what, we're gonna figure this out. Together, team, we're gonna figure this out. You might be wherever you're at right now. You could be in your grandma's basement right now. You could be at your house right now. Like, I have no idea why I'm $50,000 in debt and I'm working a full-time job. I was only making 50 grand a year. I was making and it's weird because I was just above water. Does anybody across this video feel like you're just above water? Even though you're making a lot of money, you're like, what the heck is going on? Because you want your time back. One of my biggest mentors, he was making 50 grand a month in a network marketing company. He left his chiropractic business. And I was like, why would you leave your chiropractic business? He goes, Kyle, do you know how stressful it was for me to own a business where my overhead was $40,000 and then I started to make profit? Some of you are suffocating if you own a home-based business too, or I'm sorry, an offline business, and maybe you're a doctor, lawyer. You want your time back. He wanted his time back. Entrepreneurs, all we have is our time. When's the last time you found $5 in the ground? Probably like, yeah, I found $5 in the ground before I was a kid, or I found $5 last week. When is the last time you found 5 minutes of your time? What this is all about, the big picture here, folks, is you are buying your time back. That's what this is all about. Money. Watch this. Ready? And right in here is called water. Inside of this thing is water. Look how cool it is. Yeah. Okay. Inside of here is water. Money. The modern day. This is what I'm gonna try to break this down for you, and we'll get into the comp plan, okay? Money. Money. If you want to learn how to make more money, you have to learn water. And now you're like, what do you mean water? Remember when Bruce Lee was like, be water, my friend? I'm like, I never understood what Bruce Lee was talking about. You know karate, Bruce Lee. What do you mean by be water like my friend? Watch this. The Phoenicians, way back in the day, the modern day traders, right? Trade, modern day trade was done by sailors. All right? Sailors. They were sailors on a boat. So watch this. When things are for sale, on sale, it's because it could go on the sailboat. It was on sale. Make sense? So it's water. Everything, money is just water. Why is that? Because the sailboat is going through, and you want to make more money. If you want to make more money, my friend, phonetics, Phoenicians phonetics, the way that words are supposed to be expressed, right? The way words sound. So it's funny how this sailboat, had to go through, and the faster you want to make money, make sure it's flowing. Current, sea, current. So money, water. What is water? Where does water have to go? Where does the current sea have to go? to a bank, right? That's why they called it a river bank. Money has to flow. What's happening right now is what happens when liquid, why do they call it liquidity? Liquidity. When water, liquidity, money, why you have no money in your bank account, you should be having a whole bunch of liquidity ready for the stock markets, the cryptocurrency markets, we're ready to pounce into the markets. Liquidity, water, my friends. Are you starting to catch on, by the way? What has to happen here? What happens when water doesn't flow and it just stays still? I grew up in Lake Elmo. Stillwater, Minnesota. It was called Stillwater. What happens when water is not flowing? When the currency is not flowing, when your money's not flowing, your money's not making money for you. What happens? It goes into the land of 10,000 lakes. You guys all, that's why you're broke. Water is still water. Your water isn't cash, what? Flowing. Water, flow. Go with the flow. When you hear people say that, it never makes sense. But now you understand that money, currency, is nothing other than water. So where is money going? Ask yourself this. Is it going into brick and mortar locations? Nope, they're going out of business. Is it going into cryptocurrencies? Yep, maybe I should be having my money make money for me so I can put money into other assets. Is money flowing out of so all you need to do to make more money is to understand, is my cash flowing into assets, and are my assets paying me cash flow? It's just water. Is my water flowing? The way you make more money is you have your money not stored, just like I'm going to be in my bank. Remember when people say cash is trash? To make more money, it's got to flow. It's got to flow. There's no water in here. Dang it. Okay, well, I thought there was water in here. All right. So I think across this video, if you want to make more money and you want to have your money flow into your bank, into different assets, wouldn't it make sense if you have no money to share a business? Take the money, save it to put into a trading account. Does this make sense? Compound interest is the biggest seventh, eighth wonder of the world. Save it to put it into your trading account and then invest it into cash flow positive assets that go into your bank, that go into your what? River bank. Because what happens is, and this has happened to me in my past, is I bought a house and I thought that was an asset. Unless I have people paying me, cash has to flow to my bank, not cash flowing out of my bank to a bank. Does that make sense? You got to have your money cash flowing. So the company said, for all of you across this video, the company goes, if you want to make more money with us, you can. If you want to not go out and share, you don't have to. Like 80+% of our customers are just customers. They don't go share. This is for like the top 20% of you that want to make more money. You're going out there to get more customers. That's all we're doing. We're getting more scholars. So if anything, just become a scholar, study, like Nick said, practice, put some trades in, and then all I ask you to do is teach other people about how amazing Epic is. That's the message here. So the company goes, bring 3, yours is free. Just wipe it, boom. $99, boom. The company says, all right, if you're ready, you can upgrade your account to become an IBO. It's an independent business owner. It's only $24 and $99, $24.99 extra a month. When you have to get your 3 first, all right? You can't just become a business owner right now. The company just wants you to at least bring your 3 first. And then if you decide you want to do it, then great. Otherwise, no. Just become a customer, all right? But the company says, here's our comp plan. Bring 3, yours is free. You become an IBO after that. Then the company says this. You have 3 teams. Does everyone see this correctly? I just want to make sure everyone's on the same page here. Can you all see this correctly? You have 3 teams. You see this right here? 4, 4, 2. When you evenly distribute, so the back office calculates all the personal scholars that you bring in and your team brings in. This isn't all your effort, by the way. This is a team effort. It's so cool because it's volunteer service, because everyone here, if they decide to be an independent business owner, be in business for themselves, work full-time at your job, work part-time on this, you can make money. And we're all making money together. So what we tell people to hit the next big rank, which is $500 a month, do this. B3, H3, G3. Bring 3 scholars, your monthly subscription, your scholarship, your 99 bucks is completely free. Help those 3 scholars get their 3 scholars. Does that make sense? Now your 3 scholars you brought in, you help them get their 3 for free, and you're making $500 a month. That's it. To me, that was a huge pivotal moment at my grandma's basement. My grandma told me it was gonna take me 29 years to get out of debt when I had 40 grand in debt. I go, Grandma Bear, I love you, but it's gonna be 1 year. And she thought I was smoking drugs, but I did not do any drugs. Okay, so I'm telling you, I went from a full-time job working something like this on part-time, and I went from Samsung that I was working for to 6 figures plus in less than 10 months. All my debt was paid for, and I'm just excited about this because I believe so much about this. I'm so confident in this because it worked for me. I mean, I remember back in the day when my 19-year-old friend, 19, within 3.5 to 4 months, he's making 55 grand a month. We're in the beginning of this company. He was in the company after like years of the company being a company. Could you imagine where we're all gonna be if we just go out there and share epic trading before it becomes epic trading, before it becomes Herbalife, before it becomes a Mary Kay, before everyone. So watch this. Bring 3, help 3, get 3. You're making 500 bucks a month. As your team duplicates, remember, you have 3 teams. Imagine this. You're building 3 fantasy football teams. No, I'm messing around. But three teams. You have like the New England Patriots. You have the Minnesota Vikings. You have the Seattle Seahawks. Give you an example. So you build your 3 teams. How does your 3 teams start? Your 3 scholars. You personally enroll 3 scholars. Yours is free. Help those 3 scholars get their 3 scholars. Now you're at 500 bucks a month. We pay you as a company. The company pays you $125 a week, weekly. So if you don't have an extra 600 bucks or extra 500 bucks a month to put in your trading account, wouldn't it make sense to build a business and get paid every week and take a little portion of that and put it into your trading account so we can make money together in the markets? Let's do it. Okay. And then as your team grows, we'll go to like founder 1000, which is 30 customers. The man who just opened up the call, Rakeem Addison, hit this rank right here, about to hit the next one, but congratulations, you hit this, and I'm very, very proud of you. And this is $250 a week. What would that do for you? What would that do for you? All right, I'm just excited about this. And then you get to, let's say, $5,000. What would that look like for you as in your family? An extra $5,000, $1,250 a week. It's only 250 customers. That's it. Now, if you want to get to a 6-figure income, I think a lot of people want to get to this. This is going to be a really, really attainable rank. If you're in network marketing and you're looking at this comp plan right now, you know this blows yours out of the water because, remind you, myself and Nick stepped down from corporate positions, chief visionary officer, chief marketing officer. We were helping network marketing companies. We saw all the comp plans. Why did we step down to come over and help, to come over and build this thing? Because we were like, finally a company figured it out. 500 customers, only 500 customers, and you're making $10,000 a month, $2,500 weekly, and the comp plan gets all the way. When it says 20, that means 20 grand a month. When it says ambassador 50, that means, yes, you're making $1,250 a week, you're making $50,000 a month. You guys and gals, like, oh man, like Ryan just called me. He's like, yeah, dude, I'm at 20,000 right now. We just launched October 1st. All right. Ryan, one of our business partners in this, he's like, dude, I'm 30 customers away from $50,000 a month. Hey, by the way, I'll see you in Mexico. Okay. See ya. Like, do you know what's happening now? By the way, there's going to be people that are going to shock the industry of network marketing and affiliate marketing online, because do we have people the first month hitting these ranks? Never been heard of, never been done. Some of these big ranks, these are big, 500 grand a month. It sounds wild, I know it, but what if it took you 3 to 5 years to get there? What if it took you 3 to 5 years in your job? Would you be at any of these ranks? Ask yourself that. I knew I wasn't going to go up the totem pole at my job and hit some of these ranks. I thought to myself, you're telling me all I have to do is bring customers to a business, brick and mortar, to click and order. All the offline businesses are going out of business. We just came back from the mall the other day, and they're out of business. So they need us word of mouth marketing to bring money to a company, and they pay us handsome commissions. This isn't Amazon where they pay you little baby commissions. This isn't Uber where like, share your link and we'll give you $5 on your next ride. Hey, thanks Uber. Hey, this is Uber Eats. If you eat some food and send us a little link, we'll give you guys $10 off your next order. No, I want to make $1 million a month. Don't you dare tell me I'm just like here. No, no, no. You across the video. We are up here. We are filet mignon. When your significant other leaves you, if you ever been in a breakup, it's cool. I'm like, dude, you went from flaming young to hamburger helper. Good luck. You have to understand who you are. You're the biggest deal ever. And don't make excuses, because you want to know what's happening? Monica's on the call right now, if I'm not mistaken. Monica had to go through surgery. And she had to go through surgery, and she said to herself, you know what? I have nothing else I can do, and I'm going to put my all into this while I'm taking 8 weeks of my life. Well, most of you would think, I'm going to take 8 weeks to watch Netflix and watch Kim Kardashian shaking her booty. That's not going to give you assets. All right? A lot of you guys are watching dumb ass stuff online. Why don't you actually change and transform your life and make more money, for gosh sakes? Start getting the cash flow up. And guess what? The company says, we're going to give you guys bonuses, rewards. When you hit these ranks, check this out. This is going to, oh, and by the way, when you hit a 6-figure rank, which is 500 customers, you're at Ambassador 10, making 10 grand a month, $2,500 weekly, Epic Estates. Your stuff is willable and transferable now to you and your family. My job couldn't go to my children. I don't have children yet. God willingly, it's possible. Right now, I don't. But when I have children, they say rich get richer, poor get poorer. It's because of the money conscious. It's because of your conscious. There's so much more I can teach you and stuff, but more money should be given to you and your family. And the only way that is if you actually transfer them generational wealth. So when your children, when you pass away, I hope you stay here for 100 trillion years, but God forbid that happens and you pass away, you have to give something. That's why they have life insurance, because men, you understand, you have to take care of your lady. You have to take care of your children, because she needs to be able to put a down payment on a new man when you die. Okay? I'm messing around, but you understand why life insurance is the way it is. Okay, so Ambassador 10. Epic gives you the Ambassador 10 ring. This is powerful. This is powerful because to get one of these things, I'd have to work at 3M back in Minnesota, where 3M's from. I'd have to work 35 years to get one of these things, plus a watch. And it's not, I've seen the watches, so you guys can make fun of me, but yeah, I know they're probably like $5 grand they probably spent on the damn thing. It's worked for 35 years for you to give me that watch. Like, one of those rings? What? Give me something. This is diamond encrusted, real diamonds in real gold. And you get $5 grand cash. You maintain this rank, and you go to the next rank. You go to 20, then you hit 50. It's you go to Dubai with two. It's you and somebody else. Bring your dog, bring your parrot, bring your pet panda, bring your significant other. I don't know who is going to go with you, but this was a dream of mine in Nick's. And we wrote it down. And I was like, I get it now. This is the coolest paradigm shift. We don't even need to spend money anymore on stuff. We just work our butts off and we earn it. It cash flows to us. We get to earn this, yo. Like, think about this. When you hit Ambassador 50, you earned the trip. You didn't have to spend money to go to Dubai. They bring you to Dubai. All right, that's cool. So you'll be on trips with a lot of people from the company. And this is awesome. Icon 100, you're making 100 grand a month. I know it sounds wild, but to me, this is a pivotal rank for a lot of people in the industry. 100 grand a month is very, you deserve this type of award. And this isn't just the basic Rolex. You get the gold, diamond, and black encrusted. It has to be gold and black because the company is gold and black. You'll see at 500 what you're going to get. Now, when you hit Icon 200, you get to choose. It's a choosing game here. What would you choose? Tesla Model S, Escalade, or Mercedes-Benz S550? What would you choose? Put in the chat box if you want to. What would be your car choice? Remind you, there are leaders on this call that built teams in the tens of thousands probably, and they don't want to say anything, and I respect that, and you don't want to say anything, but you know that how simple this comp plan is for you to hit this rank, and you're just like, dude, I'm going to hit that in a couple weeks. Like, yes, it's true. But guess what? You want to know what you're going to love the most? Because we all been in these companies where they give you lease programs, where you hit a top rank and they give you a monthly subscription to a lease. No, this car is paid for, all yours in your driveway. Welcome to Epic, all right? We don't do dream big over here. It's dream epic. All right, so this is when it hits home. This is it. This is everyone's dream. It's got to be. All right, we're the bull runners, the bulls, baby. These are Lamb Bulls, Lamb Bulls. The Icon 500, you're making $500,000 a month, and it has to be golden black, by the way. You can change the color later. You can put a 3M wrap on it if you want to. It's a Lamborghini Huracan, paid for, in your driveway. Welcome to Epic. Now, at $1 million a month, this is going to be powerful. I hope that we all can go on one of these things. As long as you're ambassador and above, we told everybody when we hit Epic, it's $1 million a month, we are going to bring anyone that's ambassador, 6 figures and above, on this private jet. We get up to 6. I would love to see someone on the team just get started and outrun us, because can you bring us on the jet, please? It is so much fun. I mean, we get 2 years of private jet service, and yeah, that to me makes me really happy. All right. Can you start dreaming again for once in your flipping life? Like, can we start dreaming like we were little kids again? And can we go get the job done? All we have to do is share this amazing message. We remind you, we don't say the perfect stuff. We don't know what, sometimes we're like, wait, I shouldn't have said that. My bad. You're going to make mistakes. All right. You're going to make mistakes, but can you at least see yourself hitting one of these ranks? How long is it going to take you? Some of you, this took me when I was back in my grandma's basement, this rank right here, founder, the $500 a month. I hit a rank like that in a company. This is 6+, almost 7 years ago in my first week. All right. I was able to hit $2,500 in like 3 to 4 months, going into 4 months. I went to 6-figure plus income in less than 10 months. Guys and gals, you don't know what you can do in 1 year. All right. You don't know what you can do in 1 year. It's possible for you to really make this thing happen. I promise you. As well, when you're building the business, there's a whole bunch of goodies that are included for free for you to build your business for free. It's included for free, okay? And it's as simple as this. Get back to the person that shared this video with you. Let them know you want to become a scholar. Just say, hey, you know what? I want to become a scholar for 99 bucks. That's all you're spending right now is $99.99. It's a monthly subscription. That's it, all right? And then when you bring your 3 scholars to the company will let you upgrade into an independent business owner, $24.99 a month. So all you're paying monthly, remember, yours is free. So all you're paying is $24.99. That's it. For you to run a multi-million-dollar business. For you to run a multi-million-dollar business. All right. So I want to at least let you know how I did it. You know, everyone's going to have your own link, right? Your own referral link. You ever watch the YouTube video and they say, hey, go click the link below. That's my referral link. Get 2 free stocks at Webull, or go get 2 stocks at Robinhood, or hey, click the link below. That's my Amazon commission link. You probably don't even know I'm making commissions from that. Are you starting to understand that the world that we're moving into is word of mouth marketing? These companies need us. We don't need these companies. They need us just as much as we need them. Is this starting to make sense? So the companies are going to eventually, they're going to be very, very proud of you for coming into a company and bringing them revenue, but you deserve to get highly paid. No more is the get paid hourly. There's 3 ways to make real big money, my friends across this video, and it's academically. All right, academically. Wow, where did I write it down? Thank you for your patience. Okay, so there's 3 types. Way number 1 is through education. There's different, like, okay, this is education, right? So 3 types of education. One of them is academics, like you reading and writing. Of course, you need to learn that stuff in school, and some of you are teachers, and there's different type of professions that the academics. This is a great industry to be in. You do get paid well, right? The professional education, which means that you're probably a pilot, all right? You're a doctor, you're a lawyer. So most of the people that are doctors and lawyers, on the average, and people that are pilots, they're getting paid what they call monthly, like they get paid month to month, month to month. When you learn educational, that's financial wealth. This is like money wealth. Is the financial side of education, like it's financial literacy is what we're learning together, team. You get paid 24/7. And that's what I liked. Myself and Nick, when I take a nap ski, when I go take a little nappy, I wake up and I'm like, shoot, no way. Like, we got paid that much? Like, wait, what? It is wild. So what Nick was saying is the most important is you have to choose one. If you don't like us, it's okay. I respect that. This might not be the right time for you. But can you at least choose this as your number one thing? There's shiny ball syndrome. We did it all. I go this way. I'm like, ooh, it's a nice little company over there. I should definitely join that. And then, ooh, if you want to do that for the next 6 months and come back, please. Because you will realize how hard that is if you just choose one sport. LeBron James is known for one thing. That's basketball. One guy that made you probably understand is Michael Jordan. When he branched off from basketball to do baseball, everyone, including fans and friends, were like, dude, he is so dumb right now. Guess what? He wasn't making any money, and he had to go back from baseball to what he knew, which is basketball. So for you across this video, if you just get great at something that's worth getting great at, if you just study something that's worth studying, you're going to become very, very successful. And I always tell people you're becoming a scholar. So that's a student. And a scholar is the study of something. They get specific on something. You're studying a craft. And what I did is back in the day, in order to build my business from zero, living in my grandmother's basement, to 6 figures plus, I did this. I literally just shared the business because they had all of the tools. All right. It was just a system. And I call it the PS3 system. The P stands for peak, the S stands for share, and the 3 stands for third party tool or a 3-way call with an expert. I knew I didn't know everything. All right. I tried. I got started, and this is what I did. And you can try this. Try it out. Get started and just do it all by yourself. And don't use any of the system. I started calling people and be like, dude, bro, I got something, man. It's got, you were ready to make money, man. There's Lambos. There's they do Forex. I didn't know what I was talking about. But what I did know is that there was a video. Nick shared with you the video you get once you get part of this thing. So you have a video that we do all the selling and telling for you. So your whole mission to build a big team and have your team do this exact, it's not what works, it's what duplicates. So you just want to bring people to the video. It's like you're bringing someone to the money man. Like, hey, come on, guys. Hey, come on, guys. Money guy, let's go. You're just like bringing people to the trailer. If I go on YouTube right now, there's a trailer for every single movie. It's about 1 minute to 2 minutes long. It's a trailer, and then guess what? It gets me to go watch the whole movie. So that's kind of like the P part that I did. The P stands for, in the PS3 system, the P stands for peak interest. I would say something like, if it's anybody, I'd be like, hey, I have something you got to check out. And guess what they're going to say? What is it? And I would say, if I sent you a video, would you watch it? They say yes. I would just send over my link. They watch that video. It does all the selling, all the telling for you. And when that happens, they click the little button, it joins your team, and you're just like, that was easy. That's as simple as it is. You don't have to overcomplicate this. And if they have more questions, if you can't answer it, you get on the 3. Remember PS3. You pique their interest, you shared a video, you got on a 3-way call then. You just jump on a call with an expert, which is so simple. You just get on a phone call. Let's say if you're on a phone call with that person, I'm going to call Nick right now. Is that okay, Nick? I'm going to give you a callie. I'll give you an example. I know, but I have to do the whole like add call thing. Can you answer the call, please?
What's going on, man?
Hey, what's going on, man? Remember, you always want to ask not what did you think about the video. You say, hey, what was your favorite part about the video?
I love the concept of just being a customer, making money without recruiting.
Watch this. Me too, dude. Me too. That's it. Me too. Me too. Yeah, me too, man. Hey, do you have any other questions, or are you ready to get started?
No, I guess I'm ready to get started.
Okay, cool. So my link, you saw that on the other side of the video. You just click that link right there. If you want me to be on the phone with you, I can walk you through that whole process if you like, or you can give me a call back when you're finished.
All right, sounds good.
Now, if they give you the other objection, which is like they have more questions, that's totally fine. Get somebody that's an upline, someone that knows more than this, someone sideline, crossline, anybody that's a part of the team. I need you to do the thing. I need you to add the call. I need to show them how to add the call. Calling you again. Calling Nick again. Damn guy didn't answer my phone. Watch this.
What do you want?
Oh! Okay, so I just want to give me, by the way, you have to edify anybody that you're going to bring onto the phone, your expert. Can you turn off your little thing, jigger, like this? Just put it on mute for yours. Okay. All right. So you want to edify, right? You edify the expert, and you're never going to talk once you get on the phone after this, right? So this is you see this little button right here in the bottom of any phone. It's called add a call, that little add button. So I would add somebody. Let's imagine if you were adding your upline, all right? You're adding the person that knows more than you do, okay? And I would add the person. I'd put them on the call. There's a little button called merge the call. And then I'm on the call with both of them. I'd be like, Nick.
Yep. What's up?
Well, you just take the little thing off now. Hey, Nick.
Come on.
Hey. So I actually have I have Kyle on the call right now. This is my business partner, and you know he's been in business for a long time. He knows more about this than I even do. Obviously, you know that I'm excited about this. I'm fired up, but this man, like, you know, he knows his stuff. He's gotten the results online. He's known online as one of the run guys. I'm just edifying. You guys can say whatever you want to. Just boost up somebody's ego if you have to. All right, for on the call. But I just wanted to at least have him on the call. Hey, Nick, this is Kyle. Kyle, this is Nick. And then boom, now you're expert on the call talking to Nick. Now I'll give you an example as to how the expert would be talking and what Nick should be doing. Nick should not be, if you're new here, you're going to do this. You're going to listen, never going to interrupt, ever. Don't you ever interrupt an expert, ever. Like, never. All right, so you just listen, you're learning, and eventually you'll start leading, meaning that you'll be the leader to the next calls. It's not what works, it's what duplicates. PS3 system, peak interest, share the video, get on a three-way call with an expert, or use a third-party tool, just, you know, to be able to close anybody into the business. Is this starting to make sense, everybody, across the video? Just want to make sure we're on the same page. All right, we're all good? All right, so this is all I did. That was it. I just realized I wasn't the expert. I realized this was so much easier if I just plugged into a system, PS3 system, peak interest. Hey man, I'm working on something you got to check out. They're going to say, what is it? I'm like, if I were to send you a video, would you watch it? Yes, boom, sent it out. And now I'm on a call with them, or I'm in a Facebook message. Hey, what was your favorite part? They're going to tell you. You say, yes, me too. And then you get on a three-way call with somebody, or you just tell them, do you have any other questions, or are you ready to get started? That's it. And if you have to rewatch this video, we'll throw it on our YouTube channel too. But this is such an easy concept, and it worked for me. This is how I just did it. I just knew it was bring 3, help 3, get 3. I brought 3, mine was free, help those 3, get their 3. That was it. And I duplicated that throughout the organization, and the team just keep growing and growing and growing. So I hope you have a wonderful night, everyone. I just want to at least give you some of that value as to what's been working, you know, in the past and what's worked for us now. So any of you guys fired up? And I'll tell you one thing. For you, if you're like, I need somebody on a 3-way call, all right? You're like, I need someone on a 3-way call. Go and reach out to some of your top leaders. If it has to be myself, if Nick's available, anything, if we're available, I am more than happy. Nick is more than happy to jump on any phone calls. We're obviously very, very busy because we're working and we're growing the team as fast as possible, but we'll do our best too. And then guess what ends up happening? You're just sitting there, you're like, I'm listening, I'm learning, Because you're listening to everything they're saying. You're learning everything they're saying. You're understanding the lingo. It's all going into your subconscious. And you're like, I guess I got it. Because guess what? Your team's now at Founder 500. Now you're making $1,000 a month. Now you're making $2,000 a month. Now you're making $5,000 a month. Now you are the expert. I just became the expert. That was my thing. Like when I started making videos online, I did something just because it was me. I was like, hey, I'm a top leader. Because you are. If you're on our team, you're a top leader. Done. Just tell yourself that. And make your videos on social media, on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube, and start saying to yourself, hi, I'm Monica, top leader in Epic Trading. That's how you enter it in. Like why not just claim it yourself? They're like, top leader. The person who's watching your content's like, well, they got to be a top leader. They must be a top leader. And guess what? You already are. So when you start to hit the ranks, that's why we don't do crazy promotions every single week about what we're doing. We're just like, hey, we're the top leaders in this company. We already believe it. Of course, there might be other people that are making good money too, but why not you own it? Crown yourself. All right. If Monica can get done with her surgery and just crown herself and say, you know what, I'm going to go all in on this thing. And like we have the crypto elites that are all like, you know what, we're just going to crown ourselves. We're going to come in here and just crush it. We're going to blow everybody out of the water. They just have this attitude that they're going to do it. I know Drake for 1 second is never like, you know what, I think I'm number 2nd. No, Drake comes in, if you know Drake, the rapper, Drake comes in every single day and says, you know what, I'm going to win. You know what, my team going to win. We beat everybody. So I want to run together all the way to the top together. We're running as a pack. This is a marathon, my friends. It's not a sprint. You're going to get there. It's okay if it took you a little bit of time. Whatever age you are, whatever demographic it is, trust me, you can make it happen over here, okay? This is your home. And if it takes you a little bit of time, do 3 things. Study, practice, teach. Teach, teach, teach. You on a beach, all right? You only have 3 legs, only 3 teams. Teach, teach, teach. Get your 3 leaders to learn, to earn, become the best versions of themselves. I love y'all. See you in the next video, all right? We'll see you in the next video tomorrow. And we'll also see you on the beaches of the world. Let's keep ranking up, yo. Let's do it.